Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. So, Brent, is fall turns to winter, the season just getting underway.
Yeah, Kevin, and you kind of feel like, man, we're in it. We are trying to get on the floor and get ourselves to the end of the year. So, yeah, pack your jackets, get your sweats, the full sweatsuits on. We're ready to travel, and we're in the thick of things now.
So here's Oklahoma City starting through. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Avdia is out there with Holmgren. And it's Williams at the 3. Holmgren the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops it in from the low post.
Great movement in the pick and roll. Gilgeous-Alexander so decisive. In that kind of set.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute, and he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And you just see that burst. Gilgeous-Alexander, hard to catch him once he gets that first step.
They set the pick. A 3 from Leonard. Second chance effort. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Shot clock at 3. A 3 from Leonard. And it's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Here's Dort. Connects from three-point range.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Outside, George. Back to Harden. Avdia against Leonard to end the run, and the dunk by Zubac.
I like to see Leonard's ability to dish the ball off the screen and roll. It's becoming a huge advantage for this team.
Brent, I've always thought the stoic demeanor of Kawhi Leonard was very imposing for an opponent.
Well, there's just no rattling, right, Kevin? How many times have you seen Kawhi Leonard get outside of himself, react to a call, become emotional? Now, as a teammate, you have to have an understanding that he might not motivate you in that way, but certainly as an opponent, it's intimidating. I remember playing against John Stockton and Karl Malone much in the same way. Emotionless, relentless, that's sometimes intimidating for an opponent. As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And George kicks to Leonard. From deep, Harden. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Banked in off the glass.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
All right, fans, let's give a big hand to your Thunder.
To see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. take a look at Utah. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
You know, for Oklahoma City, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Dort. Off target with his 3.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Zubac with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Here's Bogdanovic. And Bogdanovic throws it down.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pass to Holmgren. And he drives in. And the jump by Holmgren.
Oh, the long strides of Holmgren on display. This is why you can't give him the lane.
From deep, Harden. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And they don't want to get in the habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
You have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
Outside Leonard. Back to Harden. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard against Avdija. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Zubac kicks to Bogdanovic. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, that's 2 balls in a row from long range.
George against Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Harden. Now Holmgren from downtown. The shot, no good. Bogdanovic looking around. Leonard and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
What a powerhouse move from Kawhi, getting right to the rim.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Alex Caruso checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Harden. Outside Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. From 18 feet away, James Harden with the rebound.
He's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
George passes to Harden. To the middle. Here's Leonard. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Now Powell, still scoreless. And it's Leonard missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly. with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
And the Clippers making a change here. Dunn's checked in. And here's George for three. Good on the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Caruso. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder get it back in a new 14. Hartenstein finds Williams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Dunn passes to Pop. Dunn with it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And here's a look at some numbers for Harden. Great showing for him last season. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 9 assists and 4 rebounds. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 7-point differential. Harden against Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot misses. LA's gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter. Thunder trailing by 7. Screen by Hartenstein. And it's Wallace penetrating. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Dunn passes to Harden. And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
That mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Over in the corner, Zubac. Harden against Wallace. Harden's shot is off. They're trailing by 4. They get a hand on it. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Caruso. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. And now, just a 2-point Los Angeles lead. The 3 from Harden. That ball's off target. It's his 3rd miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Hartenstein with a screen on Harden. Williams finds Hartenstein. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Zubac.
Don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
For the Clippers, Eubanks comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in for George. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Mitchell, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Eubanks. Fires the 3. Dunn misses. Williams for 3. And no good. Clippers shooting to start out this game about 43%. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. And that makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Powell against Caruso. Williams looking over the floor. Hartenstein with the screen for Williams. Cuts it 5 from 18. Tries again. Hartenstein passes to Williams. Shoots over Leonard. Hits from the high post. That's 7 points for Williams.
Yeah, as a shooter, Williams is fairly flexible.
Leonard against Williams. Leonard the pass to Eubanks. The Clippers shoot their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And free throw good from Eubanks. Fred VanVleet is checked in for James Harden. He doesn't get the second one.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And I know a lot of people are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
VanVleet outside. Got a piece of it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He got into double digits for the quarter with... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, they came into that game a little flat for whatever reason and just couldn't tap into the energy you need to compete.
Yeah, and that score got a little bit lopsided, so not the kind of effort that they want to repeat anytime soon.
Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got Chet Holmgren. Lou Dort out there with Mitchell. Then it's Avdia, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. And VanVleet deciding where to go with it. It's good. VanVleet's got his first bucket of the night.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. VanVleet's a strong finisher for his size.
Holmgren with a screen on Leonard. And it's Avdia off the drive. And finished off by Avdia.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Do not test Mr. Holmgren, a gifted shot blocker.
Avdia dishes to Holmgren. Over Eubanks. Eubanks grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Leonard. Leonard finagling one in close.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pass to Holmgren. Over Eubanks. And there's Holmgren. That's good. On the assist by Avdia. Avdia's got 4 assists now tonight. VanVleet outside. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter or block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Lets it go from the wing. Another miss by Holmgren. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Los Angeles. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. 5th, the Clippers.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Outside Leonard. Greg, every year injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Leonard, aggressive move inside from Kawhi.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Thunder.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Dunn kicks to Leonard. Here's Eubanks, defended by Holmgren. Here's Powell, off the left rim and out.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
The trade, and the Thunder another 3.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Dunn with it, now defended by Mitchell. Pass to Powell. Back to Dunn. Now Leonard. Over Wiggins. And it's Leonard missing. Holmgren against Dunn. From deep. Holmgren can't hit. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up to the Clippers. Trailing by 10. Look at the focus from Leonard. Wow.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Avdia against Leonard. Floats one. Here's Holmgren. Another miss by Holmgren. The Clippers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Eubanks the pass to Pop. Good on the three-point shot. And now just a 5-point Thunder lead.
Good play by Powell. Just a strong field to take the 3 that time.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
All right, let's see it.
In for Los Angeles. Harden comes in for Chris Dunn. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Mitchell. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Pass to Zubac. Now Powell. Just 5 to shoot. Zubac, a screen on Williams. Fires it up. And it's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Another.
How about the slam by Avdia, not messing around inside.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Harden the pass to Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. To the inside. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Terrific swat from Holmgren there. Just shows you his length.
Back to Avdia. And stolen by Leonard. Gilgeous-Alexander against Harden. Here he goes. Pass to Zubac. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 8 points for Ivica Zubac.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
Now, here's Zubac. Powell in the high post. He's against Williams. Outside lane. With the teardrop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And let's take a look now at Kawhi Leonard's numbers. A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 17 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
This is his specialty. He sits on the bench. He gauges what's happening offensively, and he comes in and sticks the opponent's top scorer to freeze him out.
This time's checked in for the Clippers. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Hartenstein's checked in. Avdia, a screen on Harden. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
You know what time it is.
Checked in for Avdia. Here's Harden. He's got 8. 3-pointer. Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got his 6th rebound on the night.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And money from the stripe. SGA could close his eyes and knock that down.
The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
To the paint. And the dunk by Zubac.
Wow. Zubac way up.
The Thunder lead by 10. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
You can't forget about all those well-timed swipes either. His timing on the defensive end was simply sublime.
Hands the shot with nobody near him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder. Now, here is Harden. Last time, 14 points for him. Inside. Here's Zubac. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Down and drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size. Harden
against Gilgeous-Alexander. Harden right side. Pass to Zubac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
From deep, Harden. And the 3 ball is good. Harden's got 11.
Well, you better be right up on James Harden, or else he's going to bury these threes, and he will do it in bunches.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's off on that one. Good D by Harden. Clippers trail by 11. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They've led by as many as 14 points. Takes it inside. Pass to Caruso. Harden against Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Williams. Uncovered. It doesn't go for him.
I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Powell. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Williams from outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
George passes to Harden. Down low. Zubac, that's good. 14 points for Ivica Zubac. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Williams, a screen on Harden. Outside Williams. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Clippers trail by 6. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Superb D from Gilgeous-Alexander, using his length to wipe away the shot.
LA's on 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal
That
foul.
one on Williams.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Clippers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
No doubt one of the best two-way threats on any NBA floor. Leonard remains hungry to keep adding to his title collection.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 25 points in the game. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot. It's over. One more time. A round of applause for the participant.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
they've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
Yeah, you love the consistency in their approach. Really methodical. All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, you expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see who performs well late in a tight game.
Invaluable information, no doubt. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew, with the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
The Thunder leading by 6. George and Leonard are the forwards. Harden out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Harden against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they continue to control.
Hammering it in.
And the advantage they have. starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Odom.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin, wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And that is what Harden does. Draws fouls, hits shots, and makes plays.
The Clippers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brett, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be, we'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin. The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Avdia's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Avdia. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Pocket 6 over Harden. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
George passes to Harden. That ball's nicely at time from George. Harden's got 19 points.
Oh, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 29 over Harden. It's the front of the rim and out. So it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Clippers. And it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Harden.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Harden against Gilgeous-Alexander.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Avdia. Coming off a terrific season, averaged about 15 points a game last season, 8 rebounds and 5 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Leonard against Avdia. Outside Leonard. Outside Bogdanovich. Shoots over George. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
There's Williams. Sinks the 15-footer. Williams has got 15.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Alex Caruso is checked in for the Thunder. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Third is Ivica Zubac.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Williams gets the bucket.
And Jalen Williams had a plan there to outwork the defense. He knows you got to bring it to the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Harden. From deep, George. That ball. Nice speed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Williams has got 11 points in the quarter.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Harden, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
George against Williams. And George kicks to Leonard. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. Leonard's got 15 points.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. From the stripe, the Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Bogdanovich dishes to Harden. And that basket is going to... Goaltending, the official call.
That's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Fouls checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso. Harden against Gilgeous-Alexander. Good work defensively by Harden. Clippers trail by 8. Leonard finds Harden. And here is Powell. Right side, Leonard. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
From 20 feet out, it's hauled in by the Clippers. Now Leonard, 15 points in the game. Pass to George. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Here's Leonard. That ball's nice speed that time from George. Now that's 17 points for Kawhi Leonard. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. For Oklahoma City, Hartenstein's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Williams comes in for Avdia. And Aaron Wiggins is subbed in for Jalen Williams. Caruso looking for an opening. The Thunder with another miss. And so Harden will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 6-point game. Powell, the pass to Zubac. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes it off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 33.
Gilgeous-Alexander in traffic uses that athleticism.
Harden kicks to George. Pass to Powell. Shoots over Caruso. The shot by Powell, no good. The Thunder leading by 8. There's Williams with the 3. It's hauled in by Paul George. Harden with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. George against Gilgeous-Alexander. Teardrop shot. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And it's Wiggins missing.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Chalk up 2 there. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old-school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
The shot by Powell, no good.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together. He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
George against Wiggins. A 3 from Leonard. Zubac kicks to Powell. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Clippers trail by 11. It's George on the wing. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Pass to Zubac. Goes right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Look, if he plays the minutes, there's no doubt Zubac is going to get you double-double.
Harden against Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Harden. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 13 rebounds in the game. Conceding to the inside. Harden can't hit.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Hartenstein, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Gilgeous-Alexander's nothing if not a creator. Make that pass in his sleep.
So for the Clippers, Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubac. Bogdanovich comes in for George. And it's done in for James Harden. Clippers trail by 12. Pass to Powell. Got a piece of it. Leonard dishes to Dunn. Outside Bogdanovich. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. We come back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this team to become competitive. And Oklahoma City, look at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Mitchell is out there with Cason Wallace. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Williams at the four-man position.
And Powell making short work of the short corner. Got to the three.
Mitchell against Harden. Dort wide open. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Dunn finds Harden. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Harden against Mitchell. Here's Eubanks. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists now in the game. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Thunder. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. The jumper from the free throw line is good. And the Thunder lead by 9.
Dort stepping in just a little bit and gets to the mid-range and shows some confidence there.
Mitchell against Harden. That's tipped. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Dort. Lays it up off the glass. And it's an 11-point Thunder lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for Oklahoma City.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up-tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Wallace against Dunn. Outside, Dort over Bogdanovich. Here's Hartenstein. Outside, Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Stolen by Harden. Bogdanovich passes to Harden. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Mitchell kicks to Dort. To the paint. Here's Wallace. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Wallace has got his first basket of the night. Harden looking it over. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Mitchell. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Dort pass to Hartenstein. Mitchell outside. Here's Wallace. Dunn covering. Wallace kicks to Dort. With the drive. And he jams it with authority.
And Dort with a big-time dunk.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Mitchell against Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Harden. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Here's Dort. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Dunn dishes the foul. Inside, here's Eubanks. They can't stop the run with that one. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Hartenstein with the screen on Dunn. Wallace finds Dort. And the Thunder another three.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Eubanks. Harden with it. Dunn left side. Shot clock at 5. Bogdanovich, no luck.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Mitchell sets the screen for Dort. There's the try. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Dort not afraid to use his size and to play with that kind of physicality.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Eubanks. Leonard comes in for Norman Powell. George is checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Fred VanVleet in for James Harden. The Thunder also changing it up. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Avdia comes in for Kenrich Williams. And Jalen Williams is subbed in for Wallace. Dort passes to Avdia. Here's Williams. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. Another shot. And the rejection by Zubac.
Smart defender. Zubac understands how to position himself to come up with blocks.
Here's VanVleet. Nobody near George. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And the Thunder making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Pass to Avdia for 3. The Thunder with another miss. Clippers trail by 16. In the corner, it's VanVleet. Offline with his 3. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 15-6 run. The kick out to Williams. Holmgren wide open. The Thunder with another miss.
But if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
VanVleet with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. VanVleet outside. And the 3 off target.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Williams up on top. He's covered by Leonard. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Drills the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 38 points.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
VanVleet with the bucket.
And what a tool for VanVleet to have. We know he is great driving it. So when he's using the pull-up, it's really effective.
Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over VanVleet. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Holmgren.
He is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Zubac a screen on Williams. And here's VanVleet from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. VanVleet's got 5 points in the quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against VanVleet. Stolen by VanVleet. The 11-footer again, Los Angeles.
Wow, as he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a supreme defensive. The guys can look
to him to call the play, to give them their orders. They trust that he's setting them up for success.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Bogdanovich is checked in for Dunn, and James Harden subbed in for Fred VanVleet. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. He told them it's all about maintaining the lead. He told them he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys?
Thanks, David. Dort against Harden. Nice defense from Dort. The Thunder leading by 14. Pass to Holmgren. Over in the corner, Avdia. Finished off by Avdia.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Leonard against Avdia. Williams with the steal. And now here comes Williams leading the break. And the basket is good. Williams has got 13 points in the second half.
So quick in that open floor, Jalen Williams.
George looking over the floor. Zubac a screen on Dort. Zubac in the post. Defended by Holmgren. Zubac, that's good.
Zubac really does have good hands and a soft touch near the basket.
George against Williams. Over George. Williams can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 16. Right side, Leonard. Pass to Harden.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play here in the fourth. They get it again with the second effort, and it's Zubac breaking it in. Zubac has got 4 points now in the quarter.
One of those nights where Zubac's extremely active on the offensive end.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. He gets it in there.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Zubac the best to George. Harden bounce pass. To the middle. Kicks it out to Leonard. 5 to shoot. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Oklahoma City leading by 13. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Williams. Stolen by George. Ball's knocked loose. Taken away by Williams.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Thunder.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Bogdanovich finds Leonard. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. There's the triple. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. It's Dort on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Dort misses. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's
I find it peak and I don't. In the kitchen, babe, leave me alone. Up a ting and it's stove. They got their eggs all up in one basket, told them be smart, we ain't equal.